Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
Evening folks, hope you're alright on this Thursday the 7th of February evening. A little bit of an update on the PIP thing. There was a company in Blackpool, not a company, like an agency type thing that help you fill in your forms. So I got in touch with them yesterday and I left a message. Now I had a phone call today and I didn't realise it was off them because they asked if they could speak to a Mr. Campbell. Well, I said, I'm sorry, there ain't nobody called Campbell here, and he hung up. Anyway, when I checked the number, I looked at the number and noticed that it was exactly the same number I'd rung yesterday. So I've rung them back again and left the same message that I left them yesterday and emphasised that my name is Mr. Cotton, not Mr. Campbell. I don't know how they can sound the same, but maybe I'm missing something. But a strange kind of day today. We waited in for the parcel to be delivered, and then there was 3, which was different. On Smash Bomb, I've won another prize, the Smash Bomb where I do all my ratings. It's only an ebook, and it's not my sort actually, but I put in for it anyway, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm a Smash Bomb member, and that's what it's about. It's a werewolf, vampire, erotic type thing. I don't know exactly. It's book 1 of a series. I'm thinking of getting something actually and putting it on there myself to give away. I don't know what yet. Might be a Funko Pop or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I've had that today as well. The forum last night was a bit of a nightmare actually. I went on to do my forum, like I stated, and he just kept us waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this forum. And we in the end ended up doing it at 20 to 9. 20 to 8, sorry, and it should have been 6 o'clock. This was a forum where we were supposed to be giving our impression of a certain product that was coming out. I can't tell you the product or the company because obviously, you know, it's confidential. But I was on the forum, and we were all on the forum from 6 o'clock onwards, and all we were doing basically were telling jokes or just making comments just to keep each other amused, because it was a bit of a disaster really. Like I say, it didn't start till 20 to 8. Anyway, I finished doing it, and by 9 o'clock I'd had enough, and I just went upstairs. I did my video and I went upstairs, and that was about it really. I watched a couple more 2 Ronnies. Class. I'm sorry, I just can't stop laughing at stupid things that they get up to. There was a particular sketch last night that stuck in my head where basically Ronnie Barker, he used to do these scenes where it's as if he's in an office and he's speaking on behalf of somebody. And last night he came in and he was basically, one half of him was a man and the other half of him was a woman, and it was basically about sexual equality and how from now on you wouldn't be able to use the word man, it would be person. And it just made me laugh, because bear in mind this was made in 1976, and 43 years later we're doing exactly that. 43 years later he is spot on. So what started off as a comedy sketch, taking the pee out of things like that, is now the norm. You know, there's no longer man, woman, it's person. And it's funny that things that now are real back then were ridiculous. You know, never thought of, just dead stupid. You know, you wouldn't have dreamed about calling somebody person, spokesperson, and you know, he just took it all really, really, really well. And when he finished speaking all this stuff, it was kind of like, oh my God, if he was alive now, he'd be saying, "I told you so, knew this was going to happen." He was spot on. One of the things on there is every week they have a guest singer, and every week in series 5, I think I'm on series 5, it's been Barbara Dixon. Now the only thing is, the only song I know by Barbara Dixon is I Know Him So Well, which she did with Elaine Page. I think it was from Chess, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the only song I knew her sing. And now all of a sudden I've heard about 7 or 8 different songs from her. She was a really good singer. I didn't realise she was so good at singing, Barbara Dixon. I must admit, I didn't. She passed me by, because obviously she was out in the 70s and I was only like 3 and 4 years old, and up to 76. So no. Anyway, we waited in for this parcel, like I said, and the parcel came, and Deb was over the moon with it, because it's a subscription box she signs up to called Look Fantastic, and what it is, you pay £13 a month and you get like 5 or 6 products. And she's into all the skincare and all this sort of moisturisers and all that sort of stuff. See, me, I just get something from Nivea for men, that'll do for me. But she loves all that sort of stuff. And anyway, it came today, and she was over. She was really happy with the box. Now, when you bear in mind the box is £13, but the stuff that's in it is valued up to 60 to 70 quid, and she's even checked just to make sure, because you know how some people say, oh, this is worth 50 quid, and you find out it's worth a fiver. No, these are genuine products that are worth between 60 and 70 quid, so it's well worth the money. Well worth the money. Not my sort of thing, don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not into it all, because this month's have been mainly makeup based. And she loves all the makeup and the facial stuff. She doesn't need much makeup, she don't wear a lot of makeup, but she likes doing the skin routine, the moisturisers, the serums, the oils, the skin creams, all that sort of stuff. And she was over the moon with it. Anyway, once the parcel had come, we then went up to my sister's, because it's my sister's 51st birthday today. Big happy birthday to my sister, shout out to Paula Carrick. We went up there, and it was great. We had a really good time. We were only up there like about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, and we just sat and had a cup of tea and talked and reminisced about stuff. I met my nephew's girlfriend, who I'd not met before, Fiona. It was nice to meet her. So that was somebody who I'd heard of, but I'd never seen a face, so it was nice to put a face to a name, do you know what I mean? I also got to see I've got to get this right now, great niece, which is our Sean's daughter, Summer, and it was great to see Summer, because I haven't seen her for about 3.5 years, and all of a sudden she's shot up, and she's about bloody 5'3" or 4" now. She's bloody big tall thing, she is, and I think she's 11 or 12 or something. Sheesh, time just flies past you, man. But yeah, we had a really good time up there. It was really, really good. I haven't got any reviews today because I haven't watched anything, listened to anything, or done anything. I have pre-ordered something, but I'll tell you more about that another day. And it's for Pet Shop Boys, because I'm a massive Pet Shop Boys fan. I've been a pet head for years. Sorry, in case you're wondering why I call pet head. That's what you call Pet Shop Boys fans. They're called pet heads, and I'm technically a pet head. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about today was, to be honest, the one thing that's annoyed me, and I meant to talk about it last night, was how annoying people are, right? And how horrible people can be about things which basically they should leave alone. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, people, places, faces, nothing like that, but this is a situation I know. A friend of mine who's a worker, he was living with this girl, and they split up because she was cheating on him or something or other. Anyway, they split up. I can't remember the reason. Right, he went his separate way, she went her separate way, and he was quite happy with that. You know, he said, okay, fair enough, that's what you want to do, we'll go separate ways, job done. They then got this person, they got somebody to send an email to where he worked to say that he'd been tampering with the stuff that he was making. Now, to me, that should be prosecuted against. It should be something that the police should get involved with and deal with. Now, this friend of mine who it's involving is luckily he's got the backing of his works, because they know he's not capable of doing something like that. He wouldn't do anything like that. And the stupid thing is, this person who sent in this email, obviously wanting to remain anonymous like a complete and utter idiot, and this is what gets me about people who think they know technology and they don't, the email actually had her name at the bottom of it. So they've been able to trace it back to the person, they've been able to trace it back to the police, you know, the police have been able to sort it all out and everything, and it's just a complete load of cobblers. And I can't understand how people can be so vindictive. I really cannot understand that. If you go through your life wanting to be vindictive and horrible to people, then you need to get a life. You know, I mean, this person, their mum, has actually been told that one of these people who's involved in it are going to come down and smash her face in. Now, bear in mind, this woman, this lad's mum, she isn't like, you know, in her 20s or the 30s. She's a mature woman, and yet they're going on as if it's something like, you know, at school ground, my dad's going to beat your dad up because he's harder than your dad, all that crap. I just think they need to grow up and get a life, and they know who it is. So if you do listen to this or watch this, you know what I'm talking about. It just got me. It really did get me today. I thought how petty and completely pathetic people really are. I really did, honest. I wrote a new poem yesterday on my vlog. It's just about pushing on and getting on with life, and I'm going to read it out in a minute, because I know some people prefer me to read them rather than just write them on the screen. It's something I wrote yesterday, so I'm just going to stop the video now and then I will do a reading. Right, here's the poem I wrote yesterday, and it's called I Push On. I've ridden some tricky situations. I've played with fire. My life's not a straightforward story. I have dreams to which I aspire. My shoes have walked a distance. There's a story about my past. I push on with my life though. it's just a line I cast. I've talked words of wisdom. I've also spoken like a fool. I've dreamed of better things. I've broken lots of rules. Walking down these roads has taught me that nothing's meant to last. I could talk about my yesterdays, but my yesterdays are in my past. I push on to fight another day. I breathe in the morning air. I see the sky and the clouds above. They rid me of despair. I smile as I turn my coat up. The wind chill bites at my face. I wonder where today will lead. I smile and start my race. Thank you for listening to that. It was a poem I wrote because I, like a lot of people, have got the attitude that if you get knocked down, you get back up again and get stronger, right? I didn't always have that attitude, don't get me wrong, but I've got it now. And it seems to be now that I know in myself that nothing can be done about any situation I'm in other than what I can do myself, which is why I push on. And I hope it's an inspirational poem for people, because it's not always easy to push on. It's all, sometimes you just want to say, right, that's it, I've had enough, it can't get any worse, I'll just sit here and let it all take over me. Don't do that, just push on, go through it, because at the end of the day you could look back in 5 or 10 years and go, God, that was me, that was ready to give up, can't believe that. Because that's what I look back on. I look back on the fact that, you know, I've had times in my life where I look back now and think, God blimey, was that me? I was going to give up, I was just going to stop, I was just going to, you know, not bother no more. You know, I'm not going to be a failure. I'm not going to be somebody who gives up on stuff. You know, I can't do nothing about my health. My health is out of my hands. That's completely out of my hands. But I can do something about my life itself, you know, where I want it to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've never been happier than I am now in my love life. You know, I've got a lovely wife. I've got a fantastic home. Everything's going great in that respect. I couldn't ask for anything more there at all. So I've got the perfect situation here. But I've got to want to do more myself. I can't just sit around doing nothing and letting life pass me by and then look back when I'm 70 and go, oh, I should have done that, or what happens if I could have done that. That's why my second book, my second fantasy novel, plug, my second fantasy novel is currently being written, and I'm hoping to have it written and published well before my birthday, which is in July, so I've got another 5 months. We've got a busy time coming up, so I can't say exactly when. We're going to be very, very busy doing stuff, going places, seeing people. There's a lot of occasions coming up, family occasions, so I'll just get it done when I get it done. Once again, thank you for all your viewing figures, all your comments, you know, Melody Woodman, Tara Jackson, Stephen Cook, Jeffrey Reardon. You know, I've got a lot of people who they give me something to focus on. They give me something, you know, that's worthwhile. So thank you to all those people and all the rest of the people who watch my vlog. Special mention to Ian Maddock and Pauline Gale. They are two of my friends who I've known for a very, very long time, and they've always supported me in everything I do. And obviously a big thank you goes out to my wife, who's never, ever, ever made me feel less than I am. She's always made me keep my head up, look to the future, be positive. She's never let me wallow in self-pity or nothing like that. And when I was low, she was there to support me without, you know, giving me any criticism or anything like that. She backed me fully when I wanted to do my vlog. It was her suggestion, actually. She's behind me with me writing, me books and my life. So I couldn't want for anything more, really. So you all take care on this lovely Thursday evening. And I'll do another video soon. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.